Happy Tuesday, y'all. It is really rainy where we are today, so hopefully it is more sunshiny where you are. It is also National Help a Horse Day. And as someone who is a rider myself, that's near and dear to my heart. So hopefully you can join a volunteer rescue around your area or do something to help horses. I know here in Atlanta there's one called Save the Horses if you're interested. So today I want to talk about the concept of flow. There is actually a book called Flow that is on this concept that has way more information than we're going to go into today. So if you find this helpful, you could definitely go read the book. Again, it's called Flow. So the concept of flow, have you ever found yourself in a situation where you're doing an activity, you're doing a sport, you're doing a hobby, maybe for you it's work, but when you're doing that activity, time stands still, nothing else matters, you lose track of time, 30 minutes feels like it goes by in a blink, 3 hours feels like it's 2 seconds. And so that flow state is when you are so invested in what it is that you're doing that you lose track of time and space. And so they've done a lot of research and they've decided that being in that flow state is actually a really important state for happiness. And so what I want you to think about is, for you, what is that activity that puts you into flow state? Maybe you don't even know what that is yet. Maybe you haven't found that. For me, it's horseback riding and rock climbing. Those are the two activities that when I'm doing them, I could do them for 10 hours and it'll feel like 30 minutes. I'll have no idea what time it is. And so what I want you to do is I want you to figure out, is there an activity, again, sport, hobby, career, something that you do that puts you in that flow state? So it's a situation where, because of the research, and like I said, they've decided that it's really kind of an integral part of happiness. You know, athletes get into flow state before they go into a competition. You know, if you're a swimmer and you're standing on the podium getting ready to jump in the water, you have to be focused on what you're about to go do. You can't be focused on the fact that the guy next to you beat you by a tenth of a second in the last race. You have to just be focused on what you're doing. And so being in that flow state is similar, right? That's what they're in. They're in that flow state. For you, it would be more, like I said, a sport or a hobby or an activity or something that helps you to just really shut off and really zone in on what you're doing. So I'd love to hear from you if there's activities that you like that put you in that state. If you've never heard of this concept before, you know, I encourage you to get help in trying to figure out what are those things that you could put you in that flow. So we can definitely dig more into this. If you find it interesting, again, get the book. I cannot pronounce the author's last name. I'm not even going to try. It starts with a C. But the book is just called Flow. So anyway, have a great rest of your Tuesday. I will talk to you tomorrow on Wednesday. And be sweet to yourself and be sweet to others.